You a sports guy?
I am. So really the only sports that I'm into are boxing and MMA.
That's perfect.
I've been into that for a very long time. Like the regular sports, I used to like basketball, like when I was a kid. Not so much anymore. Like the four main sports: hockey, basketball, football, baseball. I'm not really into.
Somehow, when I sit down these podcasts, somehow Jake Paul always seemed to come up in my head. You just said boxing. What do you think about Paul and Tyson, man?
I mean, I'll be watching, bro.
I'll be watching too. I can't imagine
freak show fight.
You know, when he fought Tommy Fury, I said to myself, Tommy Fury has more to lose. I don't like Tommy Fury. I don't like the way he boxes. I think I just it's very Floyd Mayweather-esque. It's very like avoid. It's not probably like Floyd Mayweather.
Well, it's tough to compare him to Mayweather because I'm a huge Mayweather fan.
Are you?
Yeah,
I don't like the way I just don't like.
So I'll tell you what makes
compared to Tyson. Like I grew up with like watching Tyson like batter the crap out of people, and I feel like he's the only one that's done that.
The main thing that I loved about Mayweather and that always inspired me about Mayweather was the mindset and the phrase that he coined: hard work, dedication. And it was how hard he worked and how focused he was. And when you would watch those like 24/7 shows that they had back in the day, when they would show him like in training camp and just how he like prepares and like the mindset, that's what attracted me to Floyd Mayweather. It was his constant hard work and dedication for the pursuit of perfection. Now, his style is not maybe as dope
as aggressive, I think.
As aggressive.
As I would like to see. That's personal preference.
But that's for like a fair weather fan, or that's for like a normal fan. But when you appreciate the art, like if Mayweather was 250 pounds and he was boxing the way he boxed now, he would fucking school up a Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
He never gets hit.
You think he would
land a hit on him for sure. It's not like
you don't think I just think Tyson's such an animal, man. I feel like Tyson's got that street mentality when he gets into the ring, and he's just like I want to murder your face.
But
like
Mayweather's fought animals, and they cannot hit him. But it was more I was drawn to him based on the hard work, dedication, and the mindset, and how he was always preaching super hard work and dedication to get to your goals. And look what I've achieved. And it's not because I'm a natural born athlete. It's because of hard work, dedication. And now look at what I have. Look at all the homes. Look at all the cars. Look at this life I built based off of hard work, dedication. So when we got that first warehouse in Red Hook, Brooklyn, we had a painter come in and they put a giant money team TNT logo on the wall as a source of inspiration for hard work. I saw that.
Dedication. I see that in your space. Yeah, because it was on your social. I do remember that.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. Who do you think's going to win? Do you think Tyson? Like, how do you?
I would like to say Tyson.
I would like to say Tyson too, right?
I don't know how scripted those fights are. I don't think they are. Some people say they're completely fake.
I don't know.
I mean, if it was fake, why'd he lose to Fury? You know, because if it was fake, it would make all the sense in the world for Jake Paul to win. He gets bigger.
Well, this is my theory, though. This is my theory on that. Tommy Fury is still active boxing. But he can still, you know what I mean? I know he's not like, whatever, but he's still an active boxer at the time when he was fighting Paul. And my theory was Fury cannot lose this because his career will essentially be over. I think it will be over. And the crap that his father was saying was really intense. Don't come home, this and that. It was so intense to somebody that was still active in boxing. I was like, Fury is not going to lose this match. I don't think he's going to get knocked out, but he's not going to lose. And I said, Jake Paul could lose, and nobody cares because nobody cares for Jake Paul as a boxer. I don't think anybody watches Jake Paul in the boxing ring and says, I want to watch this boxer fight. No, I want to watch this YouTuber see if he could.
You got to follow the money. And even if Fury won, there's not a tremendous business or a tremendous amount of money behind Fury winning. Like Fury winning, Fury losing. He beat Jake Paul, it doesn't make him a huge star. His next pay-per-view is not going to sell millions. It's not going to do anything for anybody money-wise. Where if it was scripted and you're Jake Paul and your pay-per-views are selling fucking $50 million worth every time, then there's money, there's incentive. Let's keep this, if it's fake, let's keep this kid winning because then the next fights are going to be $100 million and this and that. But if Fury wins, where's the financial incentive incentive in that.
So there's rumor having that Tyson signed a $50 million deal.
I'm sure they did, and it's on Netflix.
Not Netflix.
Netflix.
So Netflix had to have paid a big lump sum, and they either split it 50-50 or 60-40 or something. They definitely get $100 to $200 million for that.
For sure. It's going to be probably money-wise, probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest boxing fights out there.
Everybody can watch it.
Everyone's
and it's Tyson's first fight in a long time.
And I don't know if Tyson, so you know...
You see him training?
Yeah, he looks
like
he's
an animal.
And I don't know if people say, oh, it's scripted, he's going to take a L. Like, again, incentive-wise,
right?
There's all the financial incentive in the world for Jake Paul to beat him and become a giant superstar, and the next fights are even bigger and bigger. But I don't know if someone like Tyson, for any amount of money, would have a scripted fight where he takes a L on purpose. I don't know if he's going to do that. At the same time, I'll let you knock me out right now.
I think, yeah, man, I'm right. Shut up. Yes. I think Jake Paul's going to take the L. I think he's, and honestly, I'm going to go as far as to say
he's going to get knocked out.
I think he's going to get knocked out.
I would love to see it,
but I think he knows he's going to get knocked out. I don't think it's going to be like.
And there's no shame can't imagine. Tyson.
And listen, Jake Paul, the man's in the best shape of his life. I see Jake Paul training. I think it's like, damn, like if I step in the room with Jake Paul, he's probably knocking me out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like without a doubt, under 10 seconds.
For sure.
It's just gonna knock me the fuck out. But somebody like Tyson, when I see him training and I see the animal instinct, I can't see him A, losing, and B, getting knocked out. So I have to only assume. If Jake Paul gets knocked out by Tyson, Jake Paul still gets the W. I stepped in the ring with Tyson.
Yes.
I had this on Netflix. Yes. I got the bag. Yep. I'll take the L.
Yep.
And guess what? I'm going to schedule another fight 6 months down the line, and you're going to fucking watch that too.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Maybe they're going to have a rematch, or who knows. But yeah,
crazy.
The incentive is there. Everyone's going to watch. Everyone's going to talk about it. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching
Tyson
it too.
All day long.
Absolutely.
I remember it was such a big part of our childhood when we were young, watching those Tyson fights where you knew Tyson was fighting, and then everyone would be upset when the fight was over. Like 10 seconds in, you buy pay-per-view and then it's over fucking in the first 10 seconds.
I'm telling you, the bookies probably cleaned up then too, because most of his fights were 1-round knockouts, 2-round knockouts, under 3 minutes. Yep. I mean, the lines on that and everything. Oh my God. I mean, 50. Would you step in the ring with Tyson for $1 million?
I would take a shot to the jaw for $1 million. Hell yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I could do it for $1 million. Come on.
Oh my God. I mean, it would probably be, for me. I would think it would be life or death, because if he really got
right.
I was watching his highlights, dude. I was watching his highlights, and I'm looking at his uppercuts, chin up these people. It's almost like they break the back of his spine.
You got a mouthpiece.
Oh my God.
Can we wear one of those boxing helmets?
I think he'd punch right through it. I think he would punch right through it. I just think Mike Tyson is... I don't know if I could say Mike Tyson is the best boxer ever, but I think Mike Tyson's... like his there's nobody like Tyson when it comes to like aggression and power.
That is true.
I mean, he just... unfortunately, I don't know. I would have loved to see him continue his legacy.
You've seen some of his newer interviews where he's like getting emotional and crying about like the kind of person he was back then as an athlete, where he's like, I'm a totally different person now. Back then, I was an animal, and his mind state was not figuratively, I want to fucking eat your kids or I want to murder you. It was literally that. Like, he was like an animal, and he was like... He's
going to fuck you until he loves you.
Yeah, he was giving some kind of interview where he was like crying about like that's the person
I've seen the clip
that he was.
I've seen the clip of that, yeah.
And he's like almost scared to go back to that kind of person. And like, I wonder if we're going to get the soft and gentle Iron Mike fighting Jake Paul, or if we're going to get the one who wants to fucking eat him alive.
Yeah, and it's so hard when, I mean, I can't, I guess I can't wrap my head around saying, all right, Mike Tyson's in there, no limits. Jake Paul's in there with no limits. It's like feeding the lion meat.
The only thing is Tyson's like, what, he's in his 60s? He might get winded after 1 or 2 rounds. Like, if he doesn't...
I know people keep saying that, but then when I see him training, I'm just like, oh my God, like one hit from those training shots, those are under aggressive shots. Those are not like, I want to eat your kid shots. Those are like, I'm training and I want to hit, but it's not like there's a purse on the line. I think if I'm going to call it, I'm going to say, and you're going to hear it here first, I'm going to say Tyson knocks out Jake Paul. It's going to be Jake Paul's first KO. and Jake Paul is going to take the W anyways, even though he'll take the L. It's still a W, and he's still going to fight, and you're all going to watch it. So that's my prediction.
Kind of like taking almost a page out of Mayweather's book. There's a point in Mayweather's career, the second half of his career, where most of the people who are tuning in and paying money to watch it are not watching to see him win. They're watching to see him get knocked out. They're watching to see him lose. And I think for Jake Paul, kind of a similar situation. People want to watch those fights because they want to see him get knocked out. If he does get knocked out, the fans are going to be very happy, and then they're going to pay big money to see the shit happen next time,
right.
Again and again. You know,
well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Is, I mean, if Jake Paul is going to get knocked out by anybody, it's not going to be Fury. It's definitely not going to be any of the other washed-up fighters that he's fought. He's not going to risk getting knocked. But somebody like Tyson, there's a W in saying I got the shit kicked out of me by Mike Tyson.
Yep. And has
it's
the
like Logan Paul.
Yep.
Logan Paul with Mayweather. He lost, but it's still a W for Logan. Yep. He stepped in the ring with Mayweather. Like it's a W no matter what happens.
Like twice the size of Mayweather. I think these guys are a lot more equal in size, so it's going to be dope, man. We'll definitely be watching.